times when you were growing up did your parents say to you, "Are you listening to me? Are you paying attention to what I'm saying?" Well, Solomon is almost putting a similar question, but he's putting it forth really not as a question, but as a statement. He says in verse 31 of chapter 15, "He who listens to life-giving reproof will dwell in the house among the wise." When we pay attention, when we truly listen with our ears, we'll dwell among those that would be considered wise. You see, there's much to gain by listening, by paying attention to what's being said, particularly in the area of reproof, when somebody is trying to bring correction into our lives. They do it not because they're mean and nasty, but because they see something in our life that they know needs changing. And when we listen, not just hear the words, but listen to what they're actually telling us, and that would mean that it would bring about change in our life. When we hear that and apply it to our lives, it will get us into the area of dwelling with the wise. He continues and he says, the individual that neglects discipline despises himself. So he gives you the opposite of that statement by saying, you know what? If you neglect this, if you don't hear this, if you run away from it, you are despising yourself. But you will listen, and again he's repeating this, if you listen, you will gain understanding. Being among the wise, gaining understanding, all comes when we listen. Listen to those that have a desire and bring reproof. Not to be mean and nasty, but to bring about a change. Mentors bring truth to us so that we can be changed by the Lord. And then he concludes this chapter 15 by saying, the fear of the Lord is in the instruction for wisdom, and before honor comes humility. All of that ties together. When we refuse to listen, we're not humble. When we listen, we're humble. When we refuse to bring about corrections, we're hard-hearted. We will not change. And God's not going to change us. But when we listen, we're among the wise. We're caring of ourselves. We'll gain understanding. And our life will go forward. So listen, not just with your words, but with your ears, with your heart. And let the Lord change you. Till next time in the Pastor Study, I'm Ray Bertolette saying goodbye, and may God